You may be asking yourself, why do you walk barefoot? Well, I first heard about it years ago. It's called earthing, or I prefer the term grounding. Sounds less hippie. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bunch of nut crazy stuff out of Woodstock and hippies. Then I actually got to looking at the medical data and found out it was valid. It's super good for your health. There's, I guess, thousands of sensors in your feet that are dormant if you're wearing shoes. But if you go barefoot, they activate and they properly align your spine. They send signals to your spine to properly align. But I mostly do it for the grounding effect, which is that your body basically produces, I think it's negative ions, and the earth produces positive. Well, the negative can tend to fill your body with, hey, Mr. Snake, fill your body with inflammation, and going barefoot within like 3.5 minutes, something like that, starts reducing inflammation. So I've been doing it for years. You say, well, doesn't that hurt? Well, no. I mean, I started out probably just, walking around my grass or whatever, walking around on the driveway or the road, not going super far, probably because it can be kind of sensitive on your feet when you first start out, but very rapidly, I mean, within days or weeks, you can go fairly far. So I'm at the point now where I could go, I don't know, probably a mile or two before my feet would really get to stinging. Because if you have, it depends on what you're walking on, but if you're walking on this kind of material, that's more abrasive, and it's kind of like wanting to give you blisters. But it doesn't. I don't walk that far. Now you might be asking, why do you have that gap in your toe? The one on the left. Well, it's increased its distance fairly recently, but I've been walking barefoot a lot for years. But it increased that distance and kind of angled the toe fairly recently, I think due to my shoes. But when I was, I think, 16 years old, I broke that toe. I was jumping at the wooden park on the corner of Mulford and I think Guilford. The wooden park is now located behind Speedway over on what is that, 173? I think it's the same park, they just moved it. But in the 90s, when I was a teenager, I jumped out of a swing, probably fairly high, landed this foot flat, this foot landed on my tippy toes. So it broke my toe, and I just didn't go to the doctor like any normal man. I tied it to the next toe over. No problems. And I'm guessing that's why there's a little bit of a gap there. But just within recent years, it's increased. So, and tilted like that. It's got that weird tilt. So, that's more a shoe issue. Because they make shoes to make your toes kind of, your feet be like this. They want your toes pushed over and cramped like that. And that's not natural. I think it's a deliberate plot on the part of the Chinese or whoever does this, whoever does these shoe designs. Cowboy boots aren't much different unless you get square-toed. A lot of shoes also have you tip your feet like you're on high heels. And it's like, I'm not from San Francisco. I don't want high heels. So I look for shoes that are either fairly flat or have maybe a little rise in the center, but none of this junk that you see where it's caved in the center, so your arch drops. Poor quality stuff they make today. Oh, that's beautiful. But that's why I walk barefoot, and it feels great. Try it. Let me know what you think. Please let me know how it turns out for you, or if you've already been doing it, let me know. Thanks for watching.